Hey there, folks, and welcome back to another episode of our venture in the game Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. In this particular case, we're going through the Doki Doki Literature Club game to accumulate all of the side stories that are available to us. And in the last episode, as we continue through the Sayori route, we came to find out that Sayori is actually going through a mental condition that leaves her thinking negatively about things. That's very unfortunate. And folks, I say this with the utmost of respect. If you are ever experiencing this, seek professional assistance. That's all that I ask. So with that, as we continued through, our character Sousuke then met up with Yuri and assisted her with the necessities for making the banners, but then of course came to find out that Yuri is quite fascinated with knives. And of course, there was a few turmoils of Sousuke checking out the knife that she had and a half dozen of other things, but getting through all of that, they were then ready to go to the next step in the process of furnishing the banners. So let's find out what that next task is. Let's transition on over. All right, here we go. What do you have in mind? I'd like to create a banner. That's why I asked you to buy the paint tablets. Ah, that's right. One of the items Yuri had asked me to buy was a kit of watercolor paint tablets. We'll need about 6 cups of water to put each of the tablets in. Do you mind fetching those for us? Not at all. 6 cups of water. I'll be back in a minute. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Oh, and just a little bit of water is okay. If you feel the cup's too much, it'll be diluted. Taking Yuri's advice, I decided to use small plastic bathroom cups rather than full-size glasses. I put them on a plate to catch any paint that drips, then bring it back to my room. Yuri? Yes? I come in to see Yuri quickly unrolling her sleeve, putting it back over her arm. Nothing. Your face is a little red. Is it too hot in here or anything? No, not at all. There's nothing wrong, so... Let's mix the paint. Yuri hurriedly dismisses me and takes it upon herself to unwrap the tablets, dropping them into the cups. So... I thought we would do something simple that would look very nice. I'd like to paint a gradient across the banner. Starting with the colors for sunrise, then daytime, then sunset, and nighttime. Once it dries, I'll write an inspirational quote across the banner. We can hang it on the wall behind the podium at the front of the classroom. Ah, neat. What are you gonna write? Well, it will be more fun to surprise you. Yuri smiles at me. If you say so. After rolling out the banner, Yuri and I kneeled on opposite sides so we don't get in the way of each other. Yuri uses a brush and adds a few dots of different colors across the banner to serve as a color guide when we paint. This kind of reminds me of elementary school. Painting on a banner with watercolors feels a lot like the art class projects we had back then. It's relaxing. Aha. I'm sorry if this feels too childish. No, I didn't mean it like that. It's kind of fun, you know? Yeah, maybe it is. It is fun. It's fun! I'm glad you feel that way too. Yuri stops painting for a moment, thinking to herself, for me, I don't need to go out and do crazy things to have fun. In fact, I usually don't even want to. I just like when I can spend time with one other person. Even if it's something simple, like reading. It doesn't even matter if we don't talk much. Jeez, that's kind of like what I would do. I'm such an introvert. Hang out with one person, we don't even have to chat. Just be in the room, they be doing their thing, I be doing my thing. You know, we just enjoy each other's company. Just having a friend next to me makes things feel a little bit nicer. I think that's all it takes for me to be happy. Is that so? Even if Yuri and I are quite different, I can understand where she's coming from. I feel that way about other things like anime and games, where simply sharing the experience with someone can make me happy. I think I feel the same way. Yuri smiles gently. I knew you'd understand. Yuri leans over the banner to grab an unused paintbrush, but I move at the same time, causing my head to bump into hers. Boom! Sorry. I'm sorry! Yuri reels back and I quickly lift my hands in surprise. Are you hurt? You good, cuz? You ain't got no skull fracture, right? No skull fracture, nothing like that? No, I'm not hurt. It just startled me. That is all. I'm just easily startled. Sorry, I should have asked you to get it for me. Don't worry about it. It's not your fault. Your face. There are droplets of paint on Yuri's face and neck. Is there something on my face? Yeah. Yeah, I accidentally got paint on you. Sorry, it's totally my fault. I will take full responsibility of this. I will make this right. I'll make it right. I'll get a towel right away. I rush out to fetch a towel, then dampen it with hot water. Bruh, do warm water. I return to my room and kneel back down in front of her. Look at that. Not gonna lie, Yuri looks really cute in that snapshot. Not gonna lie. Alrighty then, let us continue. I pat down Yuri's face and neck with the towel. Is something wrong? It's hot. I just didn't expect it. Sorry. I didn't want to use cold water. Having finished, I start to retract my hand. But Yuri suddenly holds my wrist. Oh. Wait. Oh. Just for a little longer. It feels really nice. Okay. I keep my hand still against Yuri's neck. That looks like a cheek, buddy. She looks into my eyes. It's an intense expression that I recognize from when she reads her books. Almost as if she's lost in a daze, enveloped by her own thoughts. She breathes gently, half through slightly parted lips. What is happening? Is it the aroma of the jasmine oil giving me this dizzy feeling? Yuri's gentle fingers wrapped around my wrist send a tingling sensation through my arm. And suddenly her face seems to be much closer to mine than it was just a moment ago. Yuri slowly pulls away. Sorry. I've been feeling a little lightheaded today. I didn't mean to space out. Nah, don't worry about it. The moment is over as soon as it began. Yuri picks up her brush again, but her movements seem clumsier, like she's unable to focus. I remain silent, forced to ignore the event that just transpired. I hesitantly retrieve my own brush and continue following Yuri's example. That should do it. I finish filling the night sky with the white dots that look like stars. Looking at the banner as a whole, it's very pretty and natural looking. I think it came out better than I expected, said Yuri. I'm really happy with the results. Yeah, me too. You gonna add the lettering now? No, not yet. Needs to dry first. Ah, that's true. But won't that take a while? Well, perhaps it will be best to leave it here, then have you bring it in the morning. I can do the lettering in the classroom before our event starts. Is that okay? Yep, good with me. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. In that case, I don't think there's anything more for us to do. Whew. You say that like you're glad it's over. Was I wrong to assume that you were at least enjoying yourself a little bit? No, it's not that. I'm just glad that we managed to get everything done. I see. I am too. I was a little concerned about time. I need to start making dinner soon. So you don't have any time left? I was secretly hoping we would have extra time after finishing the work. Well... Yuri thinks to herself. I think it would be too irresponsible of me to wait much longer. I'm sorry. I am so sorry. I was hoping there would be more time as well. It's probably my fault. Sorry for being such a slow worker. No, it's not your fault at all. And the important thing is that we got everything done correctly. Right? Oh, yeah. So, I should not be disappointed, or anything for that matter. Gathering all her things, Yuri seems to look a little downcast. I understand why. It sounded like she rarely gets the opportunity to spend time with friends in a relaxed environment. But that doesn't mean this is the last time it can happen. Once Yuri packs up, I walk her out the front door. Thank you very much for having me today. Thank you very much. No problem. I'm glad I was able to help. Just let me know if there's anything else you need me to bring tomorrow. Will do. Well then, Yuri fidgets. I guess I'll see you tomorrow? Yeah? Wait. I kind of say that without thinking. About today. It's fine that we didn't have as much time as we wanted. Because we can do this again. Whenever you want, you can come over. Or we can go out somewhere. I forgot, you don't like going out much. As I stumble over my words, Yuri simply smiles bashfully. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say, so... You're very thoughtful, Sousuke, says Yuri. Yuri takes a step closer to me, then briefly squeezes my hand. I kind of like that about you. Okay, this is getting close up. Close up and personal, as they say. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? But I don't even get a chance to as Yuri suddenly pulls back. Sayori! Oh my. What up, guys? I'm so scared. Sayori! Sayori. Just now, we weren't... That's gonna make it worse, buddy. It's okay, Sousuke. I just stopped by to say hi. Well, it's nice to see you. I'm sorry, but I'm already on my way to leave. Oh, really? Bummer. That's too bad. I'm sorry. But we'll all be together at the festival tomorrow, so that's fine, right? Oh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Sayori beams. Beam me up, Sayori. Yeah, so, I'll, see you tomorrow, and, I'm just gonna go now, and, pew! Clearly embarrassed, Yuri curries off. Sayori waves goodbye after her. Sayori, I thought you didn't want to come over today. Well, said Sayori, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me. So I had to come here and see it for myself. See what? What are you talking about? You know, how much fun you were having with Yuri, and how close you got to her. It makes me really happy that you made such good friends. That's all that matters to me. Tears start to fall down Sayori's face. That's all that matters to me is the power of friendship. Why am I feeling this way, Sousuke? Why? Why? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? Why? It hurts. It hurts. It hurts. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I could just disappear. Sayori, don't say that. But it's true, Sousuke. It is true. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on my cursed soul. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monica was right. I should just... Monica? Hold up. Hold the phone. Reel it back. Roll that back. Roll that back. Hold up. Monica was right about what? Oh. Sayori. What I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you like this is not the burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I would not trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. But. Sayori looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm scared, Sousuke. I am frightened. I have a chill. I'm really scared. What are you scared of, Sayori? I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me. Sayori. It is true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. Sousuke, I like you so much that I want to disappear. That's how I feel. And... That's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slide my hand down Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? Bruh, you can't make that kind of call. You can't make that call. Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all of your own feelings. I know what you need the most right now. Yes, you need to see a professional. And that's what I'm going to give you. Since we're doing the Sayori route, we're gonna go this route. I love you. Huh? Those are my true feelings. So there's no way you could like me more than I like you. I should have realized it sooner. But spending time with everyone at the club, making new friends, and having fun with you every day, it helped me realize that you are truly the most important person to me. That's why I'll accept any of your burdens. As long as we continue like this every day, with you by my side, then I know we'll both be happy. Sousuke. Dang, she really got tears flowing too. She really got tears flowing. Suddenly, Sayori wraps her arms tightly around me. Sousuke, is this really okay? Am I really allowed to have you as your childhood friend, especially since all the animes out there tend to not let the childhood friend have the main protagonist? Yeah. I hold Sayori in my arms and pull her closer. You'll never have to let go of me again. I want to be with you forever. Me too. I feel Sayori's grip around me weaken a bit. What is this? Sayori? I'm supposed to be happy right now. I always thought this would be the happiest moment for me. But why? Even now? Why won't the rain clouds go away? They're not going away at all, Sousuke. It's okay, Sayori. It might take some time for things to get better again. But no matter how long it takes, I'll be there every step of the way. That's all that matters right now. Okay. I trust you. Dude, take her to see a professional. Sayori and I slowly release each other. So, I guess that makes the festival tomorrow our first date, huh? What are you saying? I don't want to think about those things, you know? I want everything to be the same as it always has been. Even if we really are a couple. I don't know if I could handle anything more right now. It's really new and scary to me. I understand. We'll go at whatever pace suits you best. Hey, Sousuke. Sayori gazes at me once again, smiling sadly. Even if I get really, really sad, this is the best thing for me, right? Huh? I don't really understand what Sayori means by that. Are you saying that this is making you feel sad, Sayori? I don't know. I don't understand what I'm feeling. It felt like a bunch of thorns when you told me you loved me. But that's why I want to trust you. You know what's best for me. Yeah. I do. No, you don't. That's my promise. I say that, but in reality, I've never felt more uncertain when it comes to Sayori. I know that I love her, and she loves me. But I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more or something different. Take her to a professional. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. Is that what Sayori meant by not wanting anything to change? I don't know. but I know that I'll give it everything I've got. Sayori is the most important person to me, and I'll do whatever it takes to have a happy future with her. It's the day of the festival. Of all days, I expected this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori, but Sayori is not answering her phone. I considered going to her house to wake her up, but decided that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. The banner Yuri and I painted is dry, and I gently rolled it up to take with me. She sent me a pleasant text reminding me not to forget anything, and I reassured her. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Yuri at the festival. But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too. Sousuke, what's up, homie? Yo, what it do? You're the first one here. Thanks for being early. That's funny. I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monica is placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. They must be the ones she prepared that have all the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like and submitted it. So that's the one I'll be performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. Yeah, she overslept again. A dummy. You'd think that on days this important she'd try a little harder. I say that, but I suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday, and I suddenly feel awful knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking. But maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all. You should take a little responsibility for her, Sousuke. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know. Exchange? Monica, you know about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president after all. But, I stammer, embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell her about it that quickly? That we're a couple now? I didn't really plan on bringing it up with anyone yet. Jeez. You don't know the full story at all, so don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think. Monica is being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that. Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desks. Oh, yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously. I thought so too. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. I recognized Natsuki's and Yuri's poems from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's one that I haven't read before. What is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach. Sousuke? What's wrong? Nothing. This poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm going to get Sayori, so... well, all right. Try not to take too long, okay? I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself. Monica calls out after me. I quicken my pace. What was I thinking? And with this in mind, we're going to stop it here, but also know that we are actually going to flip it back to the beginning for the first poem, because knowing how the game operates before, to get the proper ending, but also as a means of us being able to release all of the side stories, we're actually going to go back to the first poem and we're going to now continue on to the next character to get everything going. But by the rules of the previous version, you have to go back, you have to play through all of the characters to release all of their stuff, and you have to do that, and you have to jump back to the first poem every time before the next scene of events goes through, particularly the one where you actually see Sayori's particular status at this point. So with that, we're going to call it here. And I remind everyone, if you are in a condition of a mental challenge, seek professional help. Please do that. So until next time, happy mixing, everyone.